Agent Steel is an American speed metal band from Los Angeles, California that was formed in 1984 by vocalist and author John Sirius with drummer Chuck Purvis. The band released 2 full-length albums, and 1 EP before disbanding in 1988. They were most notable for John Sirius's high-pitched vocals, catchy songs, melodic riffs, and fast tempos mixed in with their unusual, in heavy metal, UFOs, and differential anthropological theme lyrical prose. The band reformed in 1999, without Sirius' consent, and has released 3 full-length albums since. Biography. Rise. John Sirius left Scepter, with whom had composed Taken by Force and 144,000 Gone, and disbanded after his leaving, and went on to join Abattoir as their vocalist. He left Abattoir and teamed up with guitarist Bill Simmons, bassist Paul Ginsard and drummer Eric Keck as Agent Steel. Mr. Sirius then teamed up with drummer Chuck Purvis to form Agent Steel with new members Mark Marshall, before he joined Savage Grace, and Bill Simmons joined the band for a short stay as the 2 guitarists with George Robb on bass. In 1984, this lineup recorded 144,000 Gone with producer Dan McConomy. The demo was subsequently played on KMET, The Mighty Metal Hour, and with the help of new recruit guitarist Juan Garcia, got the attention of Combat Records and signed Agent Steel to a record deal. Agent Steel's debut show was opening for Slayer at the Country Club in Reseda, California. Steve Sinclair from Combat Records signed the band. Various guitarist changes occurred after the 144,000 Gone demo, but eventually ex-Abattoir guitarist Juan Garcia and guitarist Kurt Kohlfeldt became members. The first Agent Steel full-length album titled Skeptic's Apocalypse was released on Combat Records on August 17, 1985. Kurt Kohlfeldt soon left the band after a falling out with Sirius and formed Holy Terror, which is a slang term for a problem child, changing the spelling of his name in Kurt Killfelt. He also kept the song Back to Rain and recorded it with Holy Terror as Debt of Pain. Kurt was replaced by guitarist Bernie Versailles and an EP was recorded entitled Mad Locust Rising in late 1985. It was released in the USA by Combat Records and in Europe by Music for Nations. This EP contained The Ripper, one of a few Judas Priest cover songs that were recorded by the band. George Robb left the band soon after the Mad Locust Rising EP was released and was replaced by bassist Michael Zoputal. In March 1986 the band entered Morrisound Studio in Tampa, Florida to record the full-length follow-up to Mad Locust Rising, Unstoppable Force. The band interrupted the recording for a few months to tour in Europe. They toured through the month of May with Anthrax and Overkill, where the split video US Speed Metal Attack was recorded. They returned in June to finish recording the Unstoppable Force album. The album was released in 1987 due to delays in the recording sessions. Fall. After the recording of Unstoppable Force, the band was severed when the band members spread out across the USA. Sirius and Chuck Purvis went to Tampa, while Juan Garcia, Bernie Versailles, and Michael Zoputal decided to remain in Los Angeles. The disenchanting LA metal scene climate is one of the main reasons which inspired Purvis and Sirius into relocating where metal music was thriving. Meanwhile, Juan Garcia went on to form the band Evil Dead, while Mike Zoputal joined a crossover band, the Mofo Homeboys. In Tampa, Sirius and Chuck Purvis hired guitarists James Murphy and Jay Westlord, as well as bassist Richard Bateman for a European tour. The tour was very successful. So much was the success, selling out shows in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, that on June 20, 1987, the final show of the tour, with Nuclear Assault, and UK thrash metal band Onslaught as the opener, culminated in a farewell Agent Steel performance video recorded at the Hammersmith Odeon. The video was released later that year. In early 1988, Sirius, disenchanted with all the rip-offs, and jealousy politics within the metal scene, disbanded the former Agent Steel, dissociating completely from the music business to pursue his philosophical interests. Revival. Juan Garcia, after leaving Agent Steel, went on to form the thrash metal band Evil Dead along with ex-members of Abattoir. The band released the 2 full-length albums Annihilation of Civilization and The Underworld, and a 3-song EP entitled Rise Above on Steam Hammer Records. They had reasonable success in the European metal scene, touring with bands like Law's Rocket. Evil Dead disbanded in the early 1990s. Some of the members, including Juan Garcia, went on to form the band Terror, which released the full-length Hijos de los Cometas on BMG in Mexico before officially disbanding. In 1999, Agent Steel was reborn. Juan Garcia brought in bassist Carlos Medina that had been in Evil Dead and Terror, while Chuck Purvis and Bernie Versailles returned, along with new recruit Bruce Hall as the new vocalist. Bruce Hall's vocals were not as high-pitched as Sirius, but the clean-sung vocals remained in the Agent Steel vein. Agent Steel recorded Omega Conspiracy in 1999, which was their first album in 13 years. Their sound continued on as speed metal with some modern influences. Chuck Purvis sustained a hand injury and Rigo Amezcua, ex-Terror drummer, filled in for him for live performances. Purvis decided to leave the band and Rigo Amezcua replaced him on a permanent basis. With this new revamped lineup, the band started writing new material for their next full-length album starting in 2001. In 2003, Agent Steel released the album Order of the Illuminati to rave reviews, with the band returning to a more of a traditional classic metal sound. Following the release of Order of the Illuminati, a mini CD was available in late 2003 entitled Earth Under Lucifer as a promotional product to coincide with a European tour with Exodus. In 2005, Agent Steel released an official DVD which contains an entire live performance with no overdubs from their appearance at the Dynamo Open Air. In 2007, Agent Steel released their 5th studio album, Alienigma. On April 24, 2010, it was announced that Bruce Hall had left the band. As stated by Bruce, "I'm sure for the people who know us very well this comes as little surprise. I complain a lot and I've pretty much lost my stamina for bothering with anything new as far as Agent Steel goes. Sadly, the continual walk in John's shoes has entirely drained my passion for doing anything other than treating Agent Steel as a cover band. You know, go out, play the first 2 albums for a free trip to wherever and call it a swell hobby? Well, that wasn't going to work for anyone in the band but me. They still have the fire and desire to continue making new music with Agent Steel, and I wish them the very best of luck with whomever they get to fill John's shoes." Reunion. On May 3, 2010, the band announced the comeback of Sirius with the following statement. "As some of you may, or may not have already heard the news that Agent Steel has parted ways with vocalist Bruce Hall. We as a band would like to acknowledge the accomplishments together with Bruce and the three solid metal offerings, Omega Conspiracy, Order of the Illuminati, and Alienigma. Together we had the fortune of touring and sharing the stage in some amazing places and visited some breathtaking countries. Bruce dedicated over a decade to Agent Steel, and for this he should be recognized, and we part on good terms. We as a band still have the fire and passion to deliver the metal goods to fans from the past, present, and future. We had been writing new material for the next chapter of Agent Steel, and after the news got out that we separated from Bruce, we were contacted by original singer, Sirius. Call it destiny, call it what you will, but now the communicative channel is open between Agent Steel and vocalist Sirius. We are in talks about an imminent Agent Steel reunion tour, possibly involving summer/fall 2010 appearances and an extensive 2011 metal blitz. Honestly, we do not know how long this reunion will last, however this could be the long-awaited destiny of Agent Steel originally interrupted, so long as everything moves forward in an evolving good working climate. Our objective regarding this Agent Steel reunion is attached with the intentions of providing the opportunity to not only the dedicated fans, but also to a whole new generation of metal fans the chance to see Agent Steel live on stage with Sirius, the original voice on the classic Skeptics Apocalypse, Unstoppable Force, and Mad Locust Rising releases. On September 18–19, 2010, Agent Steel performed 2 live shows with John Sirius returning as lead vocalist, Juan Garcia and Bernie Versailles on guitars, Robert Cardenas on bass and Rigo Amezcua on drums. For the first time in over 2 decades in Tokyo, Japan, at Thrash Domination 2010 along with Exodus, Overkill, Nevermore and the Japanese band Outrage. Agent Steel also performed at the Sweden Rock Festival in Salzburg, Sweden on June 10, 2011 with the 2010 lineup with John Sirius as lead vocalist. Discography: Skeptics Apocalypse, 1985. Mad Locust Rising, 1986, EP. Unstoppable Force, 1987. Omega Conspiracy, 1999. Order of the Illuminati, 2003. Alienigma, 2007. Videography: U.S. Speed Metal Attack, 1985. Mad Locust Rising, live at the Hammersmith Odeon June 87, 1987. Live at Dynamo Open Air, 2005. Mad Locust Rising, 2007. Members. Current: John Sirius, vocals, 1984–1988, 2010 present. Juan Garcia, guitar, 1984–1987, 1998 present. Bernie Versailles, guitar, 1985–1987, 1998 present. Robert Cardenas, bass, 2007 present. Rigo Amezcua, drums, 2002 present. Former: Eric Kack, drums. Chuck Profess, drums. Carlos Medina, bass. George Robb, bass. Mark Marshall, guitar. Bill Simmons, guitar. Kurt Kilfelt, guitar. Michael Zoputil, bass. James Murphy, guitar. Brett Rigel, guitar. Jay Weslord, guitar. Richard Bateman, bass. Bruce Hall, vocals.
Please subscribe and thanks for watching.